told us he wanted all of us, his children, to be there when they read the will. And I not knowing anything about legal proceedings, I flew down, I sat there, I'm like, whatever, let me just do what my dad said to do. So I was sitting there, and the next thing I heard, my land in Agbara, I bequeathed to my daughter, Hafsat Fawehinmi-Oni, practicing medicine in Columbus, and my heart went pump. And since then, my heart has never stopped pumping. And this is the land. And I said to myself, like, oh my God, why did Dad then trust this kind of pressure on me? Because he knows I'm not going to have the money to build it. But I guess he knew that I have the resilience. And that was the day I started saying to myself, even if it takes me 10 years, I'm going to do this. So I started set off. When I got home, I told my husband, today, I'm going to build this hospital. And he said, you started again. I'm a boy, but this one is craziness. I said, no, my father's spirit is in me. So what I did, I told my job, any shifts they have extra, which we doctors don't like extra shifts, give it to me. They're like, Doctor, you just had a baby. I'm like, so what? Did I tell you I can't do it? To cut a long story short, I work 7 days a week. I just stopped working Sundays now because my mom said to leave it to God. I work 7 days a week, and my mom, I couldn't afford a contractor. I couldn't even afford an architect, because what happened was when I asked them to draw the drawing, they were going to take like ₦1 million. I didn't have ₦1 million. So I told my mom, you know what, I went on the internet, I got a prototype of one building, and then I just did the mirror image of the building. And that's how we came up with this. So my mom became my contractor, because the contractor wanted to charge like 100,000 a month to supervise it. So what she would do is she would go get the cement, we'll count it together. When I fly in, I'll go work extra, bring the money back. Like that. 5.5 years later, then we came up with this. So now, I said to myself, after I completed the building, I went to my dad's graveside. I said, listen man, I've done what you wanted me to do. This stress is too much. And for some part of me, I said to him, not that I heard him speaking or anything, but I felt this strength come back onto me again, because I went through, this last year, I went through so much. They stole a lot of my equipment. Just trying to ship the things into Nigeria was a challenge. People they did all sorts of things to try and sabotage this. But that spirit of that man, don't play with it. It's strong. Very, very strong. I talked to my kids. I let them know that, listen, this is something mom has to do because of her dad. And they were all very understanding. So when I finished building it, I had to register it. That was another problem. When we went to Abuja, they're like, oh, that's the proprietor name. You can't just use it like that. I said, it's my father. This is what he would have wanted me to do. Lo and behold, my brother wrote the letter, and then we registered it, and I named it, of course, befittingly, Gani Fawehinmi Memorial Hospital. So I hope he's looking down at me now. I hope he's looking from heaven and saying I've done it. He loves this country so much. You guys have no idea. My dad and I fought so many times. When I graduated in 2003, he went to have his eyes done in some other hospital in Nigeria. They messed up his eyes. I yelled at him. I'm like, Dad, you can afford to go to London. He didn't like America because for some reason he thought America was superficial. The British is always the best. He's the old British guy, my dad. And he still stayed. He still stayed. Finally, they corrected it for him at High Foundation. Hence this partnership we have with them. So again, when he got sick again, when he got sick again towards the end of 2006, I told him, please, even if you don't want to come to America, you hate America, meet me in London. He said, no, if the elites keep doing this, what would happen to the masses? Do you understand? If he was alive, this won't be this small. I'm telling you, what he had for you people, you have no idea. He loved this country beyond. He loved this country more than he loved us, his children. I can tell you that. You should read his will and see all the things he's left for the masses. We still do it. He still has scholarships for the masses. He still has this thing he does, the Sahara, where he goes and gives the beggars every 3 months. God bless our souls if we don't do it. You'll see his words. He loved the common people so much, and I do too. The hospital where I worked in the States, it's not like the choice hospital, and everyone said with my qualification, I'm a consultant, I should be in the big hospitals. I did do that for a while for money, and I realized my heart wasn't into it. Do you understand? So that's where the genesis of the hospital.